Her name is written in the deepest chambers of my heart, carved in letters no time can erase, no distance can fade. It is the first thing that echoes in the silence of my dawn and the last whisper in my soul as I surrendered to sleep. Long before the world knew of her, long before fate interwoven our lives, my heart had already recognized her. I do not speak her name aloud often, it is too sacred, too precious. But within me, it rings like a prayer, like a vow I silently made the first time our eyes met. There are moments in life that steal your breath, and she was that moment for me. Not just her beauty, which strikes with the quiet thunder of the desert sunrise, but her presence, steady, serene, unshaken. When she enters a room, the air knows it. My spirit knows it. Even when duty surrounds me, even when I am bound by the chains of royal responsibility, the thought of her cuts through like a soft breeze, reminding me that I am still a man before a prince, and a lover before a leader. Her name, though unspoken in official halls, dances in the margins of my notebooks, in the quiet pauses between speeches, in the hesitations of my sighs. My heart remembers every detail. The curve of her smile, the poetry in her walk, the gentleness in her voice that could silence my storms. I have met many people, but none ever carved their identity into my soul like she did. She didn't demand space in my life. She simply breathed near me, and everything in me made room for her. I often find myself wondering how she became such an inseparable part of my soul. Was it her courage to love me despite the shadows of my crown? Or was it her silence that knew how to speak to my silence? In a world that constantly watches, judges, and assumes, she never asked me to prove myself. She just knew me, and that knowing, that divine understanding, is why her name is more than just letters. It is a pulse that keeps my heart beating. When I write poetry, I don't need to search for a muse. She is the beginning and the end of every verse. My ink spills in her honor, as though the pen itself is in love with her memory. My guards often say they see me smile at nothing, lost in thought, and I do. Because I think of her in quiet moments. Her laughter is my favorite sound, even if I've only heard it a few times. I replay it, like a favorite song I'm afraid the world will one day forget. I used to think I had complete control over my heart, that I could discipline it the way I discipline my body, my schedule, my responsibilities. But she proved me wrong. Her name took over my heart like spring after a harsh winter, unexpected, beautiful, and absolute. I surrendered not out of weakness, but out of reverence. Because some loves are not meant to be resisted. They are meant to be honored. In the stillness of the desert night, under the vast blanket of stars, I sometimes whisper her name into the wind. I wonder if she hears it, wherever she is. I wonder if the universe, in its divine kindness, carries my voice to her ears. Because even if I cannot always be by her side, I need her to know she is never far from me. Her name is not just written in my heart, it echoes in every beat, in every breath. My mother once told me that when a man truly loves, he doesn't have to declare it from rooftops. He simply becomes quieter, more certain, more still. That is what her love has done to me. I no longer need to prove anything. I only need to protect what we have. This sacred bond written not in ink, but in spirit. Her name is now part of my identity, part of my purpose, part of the reason I strive to be better every day. Sometimes I fear losing her, not to another man or a changing world, but to the very silence that keeps us apart. There are things I wish I could say, moments I wish I could relive, choices I wish I could undo, just so I could see her smile again the way she used to when she believed in forever. But no matter where life takes her, No matter where duty takes me, she carries a part of me. And I live with a part of her soul embedded in mine. She is not just a memory. She is a presence, soft, eternal, unrelenting. Even when we are apart, I see her in everything beautiful. In the flight of a falcon, in the calm of the sea, in the laughter of children, in the pages of old books where lovers never say goodbye. Her name is a prayer I do not know how to stop praying. It's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't. Because some names, once spoken by the soul, become immortal. There were nights I wanted to give up, on love, on hope, on waiting. But then I would close my eyes, and her name would find me. Like a beacon in the fog, it would guide me back to myself. She gave me that power, without ever asking for anything in return. How could I not love her? How could I not protect what her presence has done to me? Her name is my anchor and my wings. Sometimes I write letters to her that I never send. In them, I tell her everything. The pain of missing her, the joy of loving her, the silence that aches louder than words. I wonder if she feels the same, if she, too, writes to me in the pages of her heart. But even if she doesn't, it changes nothing. Love, the kind that is pure, does not require permission to exist. It simply is. People will come and go in my life. Some will try to understand me, others will misunderstand me. But no one will ever carry the throne she holds in my heart. Because she never asked for it, and that's why she earned it. Her name is not just written in me, it is etched into my legacy. Long after I am gone, if someone asks what made Sheikh Hamdan truly human, truly vulnerable, truly whole, the answer will be her name. There are days when the world demands so much of me that I almost forget who I am beneath the robes and the titles. Yet in those moments of overwhelming pressure, I return to her. Not physically, perhaps, but spiritually. My thoughts retreat to the warmth of her gaze, the calm of her voice, and the safety I once felt in her presence. Her name becomes my sanctuary. In the middle of official ceremonies or political discussions, when I feel like I am merely a symbol, she reminds me of the man I truly am. She knew me beyond the facade, saw the tired soul beneath the crown, and loved me anyway. In her, I found not just a woman to love, but a mirror that reflected the parts of me I didn't even know existed. Her strength unveiled my own, her vulnerability softened the rigid parts of me. She never sought to change me, she simply allowed me to become. And in doing so, she changed everything. That's the kind of power she holds, quiet, invisible, but transformative. Her name is not just a sound, it's a shift in the atmosphere of my existence. A melody only my heart recognizes and never forgets.